You are now listening to the thoughts and sounds of IC the God King. This is the IC Experience.
We want to live. You know what I'm saying? And you got some people, they okay, with like, oh yeah, my granddad, he worked as a mechanic for 40 years for Ford Company and then retired. And it's like, yeah, motherfucker, it's more and more people are not okay with that, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like people want to be able to, people don't mind working, but they want to be able to live in the meantime, and you're not going to stop that.
Even though we know that we're at a disadvantage and we can't, like you said, we don't have the homeland, we can't have our cake and eat it too. Like, we know we're at a disadvantage. It's facts all up and down online that we see the disadvantage. But then we can't just act like, well, all is lost. Let's just keep going to the brunch.
It ain't necessarily all is lost, but you got to think about it like this, Icy, right? With all of that, what you saying, right? How much time on average you got on this? How much time do we got on this experience?
What you talking about, on life?
Yeah.
Hey, everybody time is different. We don't know.
No, but I'm saying though, just on average though, like if it go well, if everything go well, like of course, like it could go down in
80,
time.
70, 80 would be 80 years would be a good range. If you got to 80, especially a black man, 70s to 80s, you doing good.
Right. So, and then what? Your first 20 or so, you don't know your asshole from your elbows. You know what I'm saying? Like you going to school, you just a part of the system.
Right.
By the time you wake up, you about maybe waking up around 30s or so.
Right.
Then you get smacked with 40. You countdown, nigga. The dumb shit is over with. You know what I'm saying? No more pants sagging. No more out here not giving a fuck.
Right.
You got responsibilities. You got people depending on you for shit. So now it's real.
Right.
At the same time, my knee hurt and my back hurt and I'm tired more. And you know what I'm saying?
So I think what I did in that, which I know is not normal, I started planning in my 20s. I saw what was going on. And I saw like different people just in life, and I was like, I do not want to be like this. It's shit, like you said. When in my 20s, when I first left FAMU and came up to Atlanta, I was doing it good for 2 years, and then that shit plummeted. But me going through, like you said, the experience of me going through that recession, trying to figure out, it unlocked a new stage of me, and it made me say, I'll never get caught with my pants down like this ever again. And then Flu told me, it was like, hey, recessions happen every 8 to 10 years. Nobody ain't never tell me that before. So with him telling me that, I knew this day was gonna come again. And I, not to say that I was gonna be like, it's not gonna affect me, but I'm not gonna be ground zero like I was the time before. You know, so I say all that to say I think people should, if you're in your early teens and you're watching this, or even 2021, that's the golden era. That's the golden age to focus in. Cause like you said, 30 is like, okay, you're an adult. There's no more bull. There's no more playing. If you finding out 39, 40, I'm not saying it's over, but the probability of it being over is very high. So in your 20s, you got to have a good, that's the cheat code. You got to cheat early. You gotta wake up early in the 20s.
Yeah. Right. And like it's almost like that's what we have with it, just as a whole. It's just like, yeah, we're the babies.
Right.
Everybody else got a big leg up on us, and it's no closing that gap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just not gonna happen. So it's like, I think that people are more so like I said, you only got so much time on this earth. How much time are you gonna spend, trying to play this invisible game and putting these invisible boundaries around myself as a construct of this whole infrastructure that, God maybe didn't have no say so in.
Right.
It just is what it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so you got to deal with it. Now, if you choose to carry these things around with you on your back to where you can't enjoy and appreciate the sun being out, nice warm weather, you know, the leaves coming back onto the trees, the nice greenery, sitting in a nice luxury sedan, you know, with your designer clothes and designer glasses on and custom jewelry. And, you know, if you can't just say, hey, listen, I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow, but I appreciate this right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And all I can expect is for tomorrow and the next month and the next year to get greater, because that's what it always has done.
Right.
You know? So it's like, yeah, it to me, it's like all of my state, and just stay there, man. Just stay there. Don't let people, because I feel like all of this stuff is just designed to keep you in a place of fear,
Right.
a lower vibration, low frequency, you know, and yeah, and letting people control you with this invisible bullshit, you know?
Yeah. And I think that's a great place for us to stop.
Okay.
Because we did start off talking about customer service in the Black community, but as you mentioned earlier, it's multi-layered. It's a bloom. It's an onion.
Right.
We started off here, but we ended up way down here.
Mhm.
And you know, we're gonna try to do this once a week, hopefully, if not every 2 weeks. So then we can share our thoughts with people who are like-minded and want to learn and grow.
Yeah, man. We want to learn, we want to grow, we want to build, you know what I'm saying? And network and get around people who are forward thinkers, man, who think outside of the box, who are working on things and pursuing things that, you know, are big, because it's like, who wants to keep working for not enough?
Right.
Like, I don't want to work on any plans where is we get to the end and we still
all that work for this.
Right. Right. I don't want to do that, man. So
and speaking of that, I want the people, I'm gonna hold y'all accountable to help me hold this joke accountable. We waiting on his book to be finished. This guy got a great story. Every day I talk to him, I learn a different part of it. And that's your $1 million idea. I've been telling you that for a long time. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna put it in the comments. Tell your story. And you know, maybe what we should do is just talk about on one of the Sundays we get up. You know what I'm saying? And then that might help motivate, and because then all these problems will go away.
Right.
So, all right, man, we signing out.
Peace.